See, of course, what I mean by this is talking to real life people that I actually know is hard. So here I am talking to an unknown number of people on the internet. You know that quote from that book? You know the one. The book is something about a time war. I don't know. I haven't read the book. I'm not an intellectual, but I know it exists. I feel that quote about how writing letters is sort of like time travel. Something. I imagine you reacting to my jokes. Something. You might not even read this at all. Or you might start reading it and get bored. Or you might never receive it. Something. And I have to continue writing this not knowing. I'm stuck here in this time, in this medium, and you can be wherever, whenever. The only thing that I know is that you're not here now. You are in the future, whenever that is. And we're getting further away from each other with all this time. The person that I am in this moment doesn't exist anymore. But for you, this is the first time you're meeting me. I'm frozen in time, but you can only know me this way. God, I sound pretentious and stupid, probably, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? I've got to start somewhere. I'm a little bit worried that I only do things in the present so that I can revisit and remember them in the future. I go spend the day with my friend and we go to a cafe and I buy a brownie and eat it. Just so that I can say that I did. I did that. I existed then and I exist now. Isn't that weird? That I remember that. But I am also here. I exist here. Now. Anyway, yes, this, whatever this is included in that category of things I do to look at later. I'm documenting myself on camera as I am on this day, September 29th, to look at later. If anyone else is witnessing, it's just collateral damage. I'm obsessed with little things that people do. They're little traditions that belong to just them or some of the people that they know. That's just so personal to them. Like always having tea together at 3 p.m. on a Sunday, or journaling every day, or having like an own personal sketchbook that you use whenever you catch that specific train. I don't know. I don't even know if that's really things people do. I like to believe that it is. I've never managed to do any of those things in any meaningful way for a significant amount of time for it to actually really be a thing that I did. I'm obsessed with people doing stuff for a long time. Consistency. Like, it doesn't have to be hard stuff. It doesn't have to be for anyone to see. Like, old internet accounts, old posts. The Twitter account that I created in June 2019 feels infinitely more valuable than the one I created this year. And that's not even that long ago. But I remember being that person. I remember creating that account. I remember those old tweets. My first ever tweet on that account was I visited Manchester with my cousin, and like, mostly when they abbreviate Manchester, they do it to Manc, like MANC, but sometimes they do it to MCR. And so it was at Christmas time. So it took me like 5-6 months to post anything. Mostly I was just stalking other people, but so there was just these letters, MCR, in this town square, and the R was wearing a Christmas hat. And I was like, MCR? I have to take a photo. It was just so funny to me. And so I tweeted, I was like, a possible My Chemical Romance spawn in Manchester. I think it got like 1 like, which is amazing considering most of my tweets get 0 likes. That was a while ago now. That is something that happened in my life. It existed before right now. The account. I love when people have posts from like so long ago. I mean, Instagram isn't that old. I think it was created in like 2013 or something. But and I don't really have that because I was terrified of posting. I was even more insecure than I am now. And I didn't want to remind people of my existence. I mean, I still don't. That's partly why I'm posting this here and not on Mortifying. I'm waiting for the hair that was shaved in preparation for my most recent tattoo to finish regrowing, to finally make it feel real. Like, to prove that I didn't just get it yesterday. Get a glimpse of what it will look like forever, what I will look like forever. To know myself with it, but for other people to know me with it. To say, it's part of me. Don't you see? Don't you see the hair? I've had it a while now. It's part of me. It's been part of me. I have lived. I have existed before this point. And I will continue to exist, and it will continue to be part of me until now becomes the past. I'm going to come back to this video a lot. I know. Not to watch the video. I probably will find it cringy in a week. But just to watch time passing, to see the screen say posted 53 seconds ago, posted 20 minutes ago, posted 8 hours ago, a day ago, 10 days ago, 3 weeks ago, 7 months ago, 5 years ago. So that I can say, I did that. I made that. That's who I used to be. And look at me now. Time. I'm sure that the part of me that is fascinated by the passage of time will still be there then. And to that person, the me now who kind of does exist for you now, hi. Greetings.